Hi, in this video, I'm sharing with you the 3 most effective exercises that can help you to prevent back pain by enhancing your core stability. If you like this video, please click the like button below, comment, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Well, if you hurt your back when you perform deadlifts, your doctor is likely to recommend you to rest and not lift for a few weeks. Surely you will find some short-term relief of your symptoms by resting. However, it is never a final solution. Chances are that the pain will eventually come back because you never address why the problem started in the first place. Eliminating symptoms and building your body to become more resilient to future injury requires a different and more active approach. So what exactly is core stability? The muscles that surround our spine are considered the core of our body. Spinal stability is when these core muscles contract together to create force and stiffness. Our body functions as a linked system, and distal movement requires proximal stiffness. Well, consider the action of walking. The pelvis must be stiffened to the spine, otherwise one hip would fall as the other leg swings forward to take a step. When the core fails to meet the stability demands placed on the body during a certain lift, part of the spine will be overloaded with forces that increase injury risk and performance will suffer. So where do we start? There are 2 general approaches many will take to address a weak link of the core. The first and the most common method is through dynamic strengthening exercises such as crunches, back extension, or Russian twists, with the mindset that a stronger core will give the spine less chance of buckling and breaking under tension. To a point this is true, each muscle that surrounds the spine does need to have sufficient amount of strength to contract and turn on. This is because when the muscles of our core contract, stiffness is created. However, here is what most people don't understand. Many people who develop back pain already have strong backs. While exercises like crunches and back extensions may be great at increasing strength, they do little to increase core stiffness. In order to enhance the quality of stiffness, one must train the core differently. This comes through the second approach of using isometric exercises to enhance muscular endurance and coordination. Isometric exercises involve a muscle or group of muscles that are activated or contracted, but there's no movement. Research has found that isometric exercises are far superior when compared to dynamic strengthening exercises in enhancing spinal stability. This is because the core functions to limit excessive motion rather than creating it. So, in order to stiffen the torso and limit excessive motion, every muscle of the core must co-contract or work together. So each and every muscle of the core has a role to play, but none is more important than the other. For this reason, proper stability training should not focus on one specific muscle. It is impossible for you to solely activate one specific muscle of the core. For example, you cannot train your multifidus, quadratus lumborum, or even your transversus abdominis in isolation. There is unfortunately no one-size-fits-all when it comes to core exercises because there's no one universal movement that equally stresses all the muscles that surround your spine. For this reason, we must utilize a number of exercises to effectively work all of them. Dr. McGill has found there to be 3 specific exercises that most effectively address all these areas without placing excessive stresses on the spine. This group of exercises has famously become known as the Big 3. Curl up, side plank, and bird dog. Before I describe each of these recommended core stability exercises, you first need to address any significant mobility restrictions at the hip and the thoracic spine. If mobility in either of these areas is limited, it can lead to movement compensations at the lower back. For this reason, if you only perform core stability work but did not address any significant mobility restrictions in the joint above or below the lumbar spine, the stiffness you create will always be short-lived. Dr. McGill recommends you to perform the cat-cow spinal mobilization exercise before the Big 3 to reduce lower back stiffness and to improve motion of the spine. Unlike other stretches for the lower back that can place harmful stresses on the spine, this exercise emphasizes mobility in a very spine-friendly manner. Today we're going to talk about the 3 core stability exercises you should do every day. Now, I'm not going to talk to you guys about dynamic core exercises to work your abs. The emphasis is on stability, that is to limit unwanted motion at your spine so that we can have awesome carryover to other gym exercises like squat and deadlifts. If you do these exercises, I promise that you will feel more powerful in each one of those movements. First exercise, the curl up. when a lot of people work the front of the core, what do? They do crunches by flexing the spine. It is not a bad exercise working the rectus abdominis. I want to emphasize here is stability. I want to limit motion. So what do? Drop one foot, does not matter which one. Have your hand under your lower back, which act as pressure sensors. They are going to pick up if you round your back. First, brace your core. Turn all those muscles on. Pick your head up just slightly off the floor and hold it for 10 seconds. The hold is the most important part. We are not moving the spine. The emphasis here is on stability, that is to lock your spine in place. If your neck feels uncomfortable, start by tucking your chin in first before lifting your head off the floor. I don't want to see you curling your head off the ground. By holding it here and by keeping your core braced, all the muscles on the front of your spine like the rectus abdominis, transversus abdominis are turning on to stiffen the spine. So do 6 repetitions in a row. There is no one size fit all when it comes to hitting all the parts of the spine because there are a lot of muscles that make up the core. So we need a variety of exercises to really hit all the parts. Now the next exercise, the side plank. Start with the easiest variation with bent knees and elbow. Lift up and hold. A great exercise to hit the side of the core and the glute medius. 10 seconds hold and back down. 6 repetitions on each side. If this is too easy, try the full side plank. Hold for 10 seconds, turning on those muscles on the side of the core. We're limiting unwanted motions, stabilizing the spine and locking it in place. 6 repetitions each side for 10 seconds. Lastly, we hit the back of the core. What most people would do is prone spinal extension like the Superman. Again, you're moving your spine into an overarch, into an extension. Remember, our objective here is to limit unwanted motion and to create stability. So what do? Block the spine on a neutral position and stabilize around that. The bird dog is a great exercise for that. Very low load on the spine. Get onto all fours. Find that neutral position. You're not rounding your back or hyperextending your spine. Brace your core and go opposite. Right hand extensions, left leg out. Hold for 10 seconds. After the 10 seconds, keep the spine braced, slowly come back, not moving the spine, bring in your right fist to your left knee. Back out, hold for 10 seconds. This knee flexion motion is similar to that of a squat. Don't curve your back when you return your fist to touch your knee. Keep a neutral spine, keep the core braced. Common mistake, kicking the leg far too high. What happens to the back? It overarches, it hyperextends. Just keep your foot a couple of inches off the ground. Make a fist as hard as you can with your hand. By doing that, you're activating the muscles of your upper back too. If you do the bird dog correctly and create as much tension from fist to your foot, it is tough. If this is too hard, you can do that with only your legs. And if that is still too tough, you can just move your arms. If you are able to maintain stability, you can progress by adding a bit of dynamic movement of your limbs, such as arms or leg circles. Again, emphasizing on core stability whilst extremities are moving. I hope that this short video is able to give you a better understanding of proper core stability training and how to perform the big 3. I recommend using these exercises not only as a foundation for your rehabilitation from back pain, but also as part of your daily training program to prevent future injury. Thank you for watching until the end. If you like this video, please click the like button. Please leave your comments below and share this video. Hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my future weekly video release. Please also subscribe to this channel. This is free of charge, but will help the channel to grow. If you're interested in improving your health and fitness or losing weight, if you suffer from or wish to prevent back pain, please take a look at my book, which is now available from Amazon worldwide. Thank you.